You'll find a full list of the ingredients in the description below. Start by warming up your milk. Stir in a teaspoon of sugar and add your butter and set it aside. In a large mixing bowl, add 2 large eggs, half a cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Whip this until it thickens. Next, add your orange zest and blend that in. Add 1 package of active dry yeast to your milk, stir it, and let it sit for a couple of minutes. Next, slowly drizzle it into your batter. Next, add 1 cup of flour at a time. Be sure to mix it in well before you add the next cup of flour. By the time you add the last cup, the batter is going to get very thick, so just do your best to blend it in. If the dough is still too loose, add a little more flour in at a time, and continue mixing until it's smooth. The consistency should be soft and tacky, but not sticky. On a lightly floured surface, knead the dough for about a minute. Then place your dough in a greased bowl. I greased mine with shortening. Then cover it with plastic wrap. Leave it to rise for about 2 hours at room temperature, and it should have doubled in size. Next, pour it out onto a lightly floured surface. Flatten it into a rectangular shape. Now, depending on how you want to shape your bread, that'll determine how many pieces you're going to cut the dough into. I cut mine into 8 pieces, and with that, I was able to make 2 wreaths and 1 braid. Next, roll your pieces out into strands. To make the wreath, you simply twist 2 strands together. Once the loaves are shaped, they're put on a baking sheet with parchment paper and covered with saran wrap and left to proof for about 45 minutes. I put a layer of dry rice between my baking sheet and my parchment paper so that the loaves don't burn on the bottom. After the loaves have had about 45 minutes to rise, an egg wash is lightly brushed on. You can bake the loaves at this point, and the baking details are in the description. A traditional way to decorate the loaves was to get an uncooked egg, and it could either be colored or left uncolored and added onto the loaf before the bake. But decorate them any way you want to. So here I just wanted to show you how nicely brown the bottom of the loaf is, and it's not burned as a result of the rice. There's another video on how to braid the loaf. Remember to subscribe.